Hello, fabulous Richardson School District teachers. I want to take a minute and introduce a new platform to you. It is called Realtime Board. It's an interactive whiteboard platform that you can use during your literacy stations. You can use it as a publishing tool for your students' writing, and I just want to introduce it to you today. We actually are going to start by adding it to our Launchpad because I know that's a question I get often. So if you click on the plus and then you type in the platform's name that you're looking for. This is the one we're looking for, Realtime Board. So I click add, it'll add it to my Launchpad. When you click on the icon, it'll take you to the website. Now you'll need to do this individually for your students or walk your students through how to sign up for an account. And Kurt, they need to log in with Google and agree to the terms. And so you'll need to walk your students through that or do it for them the first time. So now when we get to the program, it's going to give us some templates up here at the top. I like to start with the blank board just because in primary, this is a little overwhelming and they might not understand what you're asking them to do. So if you click blank board, it's going to come up with another window that will ask you if you want to use one of these templates. If you're looking for like beginning, middle, end, problem solution kinds of things, you could totally use one of these templates for your students. But I'm going to show you with continue without template down here at the bottom. We'll click on that, and then we just have a whiteboard here. So I want to show you a few of the tools. Here's the pen. Similar to paint, you can make the thickness bigger or smaller, and then choose your color, and you can draw. The good thing about this is that at least at kinder and first grade, we have the touchscreen Chromebooks. And so the students can be doing all of this work with their fingers, which is nice. I'm using a mouse. Whoops. I'm using a mouse, but they'd be using their fingers. So now that I've got a little bit of the illustration here, I want to show you some of the text tools. So here we have a text. This is a text box. So you click anywhere on the picture, it'll add a text box and you can type a sentence. This is a boat. And you can make it bigger or smaller. You can drag it to make the font bigger. It's pretty user-friendly and things that students are used to using. This second icon here, this is a sticky note. And this one's kind of fun because it's a sticky note. Who doesn't like sticky notes? So they could use this to write their name. My name is Michelle. And the font or the writing shrinks as it's added, and you can, again, make it bigger or smaller. This shape tool here has all of these shapes. You can use a dialogue tool, which is kind of fun if you have a person in your drawing. Maybe there's a person in my boat. Oh dear. And this person is scared or something. You can use this call out tool here, this shape tool. I might need to move it after we're done. And we can write something in this. Help! Okay. And now I can move it around to where I want it in my picture. We can add arrows and all of that. This little tool, this comment tool, is kind of cool, and this could be used in primary for labeling. Now you could use these as the labeling, but this one's kind of a different tool. If you click what you want to label, there's a little line that appears, and then you can type the label for whatever it is. So maybe it's a boat here, and maybe up here we have a sail, and down here we have I didn't need to click. Oops, there I'm adding a text box. Water, I don't know. Oh. This one's just a regular text box, but you get the idea. And then when you click on the little call out thing, it has whoever wrote the note, and it has the word or the label. You can change the colors of these. It's just kind of a fun little tool. And in kindergarten, we're working a lot on labeling. So there's a lot of that goes on. So now I want to add one more note. If you click on these three dots here at the bottom, You can actually do a Google search. All of these other things you could put in there, but I'm not sure how you use that with primary, but you can do a Google image search. So let's say we want to find a picture of a ship. I can do a Google search and maybe choose a ship and select, and it will add it to my whiteboard. I can shrink it and move it. So maybe I have my drawing and then my real picture to go with it. So when the students are done and ready to share, there's a couple of ways to do this, but what I would recommend is the share button over here. You can upload it as a JPEG or a PDF. That would be something that you could do as the teacher, but the students, it's a little more cumbersome. So if you click the blue share button, it'll ask you to name the board. So I might name this board ship because it has a ship in it, and save the title. And then they will need to type in your email address. If they haven't done this before, they'll have to type in the whole thing. So you might have to help them with that the first time. So there is and I'm going to send a link. So what this does is it sends you a link to the student's board. Then you can access the board and look at their work. And then from there, you can save it and download it and do whatever you would like with it. The callouts do not come out when you do that, but if you, as the teacher, go in and you click on those, you'll be able to see the words that they typed in there. So it's just kind of a fun tool, an interactive whiteboard tool that's pretty easy to use for the students. If you have any questions about how to use it, feel free to contact me at michelle.fickle@rsd.edu. And happy drawing!